told CBS this yesterday. He said, if we write a report based upon the facts that we have, then we don't have anything that would suggest there was collusion by the Trump campaign and Russia. So there's one of the guys who knows more about Russia collusion than anybody in the Congress, and he says, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, look, I'm a member of the House, so I haven't seen the Senate investigation, the report. There are obviously 3 investigations now, the Senate, the House, and Mueller's. I have no knowledge of the one other than the one in the House. Look, if that turns out to be the case, the role of the investigation is to tell the American people what happened. If it turns out that there was no collusion, now remember, collusion is a complicated word, right? Everybody has a different definition. Some people would say, wait a minute, if the president's son invites a bunch of Russians to Trump Tower and encourages them to give them compromising information, that is something that could point to collusion. So again, none of the reports have been finally issued. We'll see what happens. Look, if it turns out that there wasn't some conspiracy to work with the Russians to alter the outcome of an election, you know, can you imagine if the conclusion is the opposite, that a campaign worked with a hostile foreign power to elect a president?
That would really be something.
That would really be something. So
but
the answer is
you
that
haven't
didn't
seen.
happen.
But you know, you're on the Intel Committee. You haven't seen anything that suggests there was collusion.
Well, you know, again, suggests there was collusion.
Well, have you? It's just a yes or a no. Have you seen anything?
Well, it's important to be clear what we mean by collusion. We know, breaking news today, that Paul Manafort had a gentleman by the name of Kalimnik to the inauguration. Kalimnik has ties to Russian intelligence. Now, I can't tell you that
you're going to look into that?
Well, somebody's going to look into that. Look, when a Russian intelligence
you would think
agency,
that Mr. Mueller was looking into that as well right now.
Well, that's, of course, it was a filing before court from the special counsel that floated that fact today, yes.
All right. Well, if there was collusion, we want to know about it. Congressman Jim Himes, Democrat from Connecticut. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. 10 minutes before the top of the hour, the fight against ISIS continues, and Benjamin